Hey guys. Okay, so I've never done a YouTube live before, but I'm excited to be here. Let me make sure that am seen. I got this dark cast here. Maybe I'll hold this here. Get my little fro together. Hey guys. Okay, moderation activity is now hidden. Got it. Welcome to the live chat. Welcome to the live chat, guys. All right, so while I am getting myself together here, let's be able to take some notes. We're going to be going into week 1 of the sodium, sugar, and sweat challenge. I'm really excited about this challenge. I want to go over the intention, and I want to go over what the tasks are, what the challenges are, the fitness challenge and the nutrition challenge. Hey, Sybil. I'm so proud that you're here with me. And then we're going to go over questions. And then I'm also going to go over when the next video will be released. Wednesday. Hey, EJ. It's the next week's challenge. And I'll go over that a bit. Hi, guys. So thank you so much for coming. I'm late. I apologize for that. And I had to download Chrome to be able to do this. So I'm learning. I'm kind of new to the YouTube thing. Hey, guys. So how are you? How are you doing? Okay, everybody watched the introduction video and they've watched the week 1 video. I've never done this kind of challenge before, but I wanted to be able to meet people on a broader scale and be able to actually chat with people. Like you guys know, I do free challenges often through my email list, and you'll go into Trainerize and all that stuff. But I still feel like I'm limited with how many people I can put on my app. So I felt like this would be something where I can meet more people. So this challenge is created out of the intention of reaching more people and just creating healthier habits. So some of you guys that have been on my in my programs, you'll hear some of the same kind of talks that I give on a weekly basis, but through video form. And that will actually help me retain that information on a platform like YouTube even longer. Okay. So, you know how sometimes, like Sybil, you've been in my program, I may say something and you're like, okay, great. But then you won't hear me say it again. And I don't have a place where I speak my beliefs, my philosophies. So that's why I'm using YouTube for that with this free challenge. So my intention, like I discussed in the video, is to just help people learn healthier habits, right? So regardless if I'm introducing intermittent fasting and you're like, oh yes, I've always wanted to try that. Now you've got some direction to know how to do it. If you're like, I'm gonna try it, I like it, but I don't really know if that's for me, then go ahead and nix that. Try to complete the challenge though. Complete the 7 days or the 5 days. But if you figure out that this doesn't work on my work schedule, you can drop it. So it's like a guided way of getting a healthier habit. Because intermittent fasting doesn't work for everybody, right? Everybody's schedule. But intermittent fasting, fasting in general, is a very healthy practice that we should be trying to implement. Okay. Those of you guys that are coming in, introduce yourself so I know you're here. All right. So, but yeah, so try it on. So today, you can start anytime you like. Of course, I have everybody going on the same program, right? Like Sunday to Sunday, but you can definitely do Monday to Monday if you like. If you miss a day or something, if you miss a day, get a late start on a Monday, you can start on Tuesday and take it Tuesday to Tuesday. You have some freedom and flexibility there, and you can still win. All you got to do to win is just comment comment, give things thumbs up, like it, share it, tag me on Instagram. If you have Instagram, tag me on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, wherever. So I just know that you're cooperating and participating. But you don't have to try to win either. You could just be soaking up the knowledge and like, okay, that's cool here and there. So you definitely have some freedom, but there will be a prize at the end if you do win. Okay. So I'll be looking at who's actually participating, who's adding suggestions, who's asking questions, who's showing up to the lives. Okay. And if this live goes well, then I'm going to try to go live on Sundays so that I can go into the next week's challenge. Okay. So if you guys at any point in time have questions about this week's challenge, just go ahead and drop them in the chat and let me know. All right. So this week we have our intention, right? Our intention for this week and for the next 6 weeks. I hate that that's making noise. Okay. You have your intention for this week's challenge and for the next 6 weeks. All right. So state your intention. You guys will notice I don't talk much about plant-based things. Hey, Jada. I don't talk much about plant-based things, but we're just talking about sodium, sugar, and we're going to be sweating. All right. So the first thing we have is our nutrition challenge this week, which is intermittent fasting. So you've heard me do the whole video on that. The importance of intermittent fasting is to drop your glucose levels, drop your insulin levels. Okay. That's what I want. All right. Not necessarily that you're going to lose 5 or 10 pounds in a week, but I want you to have a time period where you're not eating so that your insulin levels drop. Okay. So you're not just always on a high insulin level, which is what? Sugar, right? The sugar levels, keeping that low. And then you can go into eating at 12. So our hours are 12 p.m. to 8. 12 p.m. to 8. And if you guys are just getting to know me, when I say 12, I mean 12. When I mean 8, I mean 8. Okay? Like I don't want you fluctuating it. It's only 7 days. So you'll start eating at 12, not 12:10, 12:30, 1 o'clock, at 12, not 11:50, 12 o'clock. Okay. Plus or minus 5 minutes is okay. But that's the time that you're going to eat. If you make a mistake and you eat at 9 o'clock, don't think that you can push that hour later the next day. We're really going to install some discipline. Okay. So at 11:45, get your stuff in the microwave or get your stuff ready so you can eat it at 12. Okay. 12 to 8. I really want you to try it to see if it works for you. All right. Try to see if it works for you. Any other time before that, before you eat, before 12, you can have coffee, you can have tea, you can have water, you can have lemon water. Okay. Somebody asked about chewing gum. Chewing gum is okay, but chewing gum it causes a lot of gas in the body because you're just constantly chewing in air, and it kind of creates this something so you feel like maybe you're not hungry, but I'll allow that. That's fine. Okay, so coffee, tea, water, lemon water. What you're gonna put into your coffee if you're a coffee drinker? I showed you guys the stevia drops from Trader Joe's. They're 0 calories. You could do that. Okay. So it's still black, but it got a little sweetener. If you're doing tea, which I recommend you do a tea, like a green tea, you can use those stevia drops. No milk, no cream. What about fresh juices and smoothies? No. No fresh juices or smoothies before 12. Okay. 0 calories. 0 calories. Juice and smoothies all have calories. Good question. No, EJ. No juice, no smoothies before 12. When at 12 o'clock, you want to break your fast, right? You guys know break fast is breaking fast. Boom. That fresh juice smoothie would be bomb, right? Because you can probably have that on deck. Like, okay, first thing I'm going to intake for calories is going to be fruit. I love that. Haven't eaten yet, so I'll start fasting today. Yes. And then have intention behind it. All right. So you're like, okay, well, I haven't eaten yet. All right. So now I'm just going to fast until 12. Okay, and then stop eating at 8. So when you have um your last meal, you want to make it as close to 8 as possible so you don't get hungry. And then after 8, if you're still up and moving around, sometimes like I am, because I've done, you guys, I do this challenge before you guys. So this is my last day of intermittent fasting. So if you're up late at night, and you know how it is, when you're up late at night, you'll start getting hungry because you're up. It makes sense, right? If you're burning calories, exerting energy, you may get hungry. It's a real testament to go to bed, okay? To get to sleep, get the rest. So 8 o'clock, letting your food digest. 9:30, 10, it's time to go to sleep, okay? Or 10 to 11, time to go to bed. If you find yourself up at midnight, get a cup of tea. Okay, make a cup of tea. I like a fruit tea at nighttime. So like you know what I mean by a fruit tea, like a tea bag that has like a peach flavor tea, or like a um sometimes you can find those teas at the store that have like a fruit kind of tea, because it gives you a little sweet, but it's still no calories. Okay, and then take that and go to bed. Okay, yes, so that'll help me go to bed earlier. I'm trying to break that. Boom, we got two habits. We've got two habits. Okay, so it's going to help you get to bed, because if you up, you're going to be like, oof, getting hungry, looking around, finding snacks, and we don't want that. It's an easy way to um, keep that insulin level going. Okay, so we don't want to do the late night snacks. So that's going to be intermittent fasting. Now, when you're actually in your 12 to 8, what you're eating, you're still eating healthy foods, guys. And when I say healthy foods, again, we're on the plant-based side. So we're eating a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, a lot of mushrooms and nuts and seeds and beans and all that stuff. If you're not quite on the plant-based side, you're doing your grilled proteins, okay? Your lean proteins. Nowhere should we be eating cheeseburgers or hamburgers or popcorn or french fries or milkshakes within that 12 to 8, because the idea is to stay into a calorie deficit. And if you are eating those heavy foods, right, fattening foods, your 12-hour fast is like it didn't even count, because you're eating everything you would have eaten for that missed breakfast, because all you're really doing is missing breakfast. So if you're missing breakfast, that's a 500 calorie like meal. But if you're eating 2,000 or 2,500 calories during the 12 to 8, eh, you know. So still eating very healthy, clean, filling foods. Okay, so salads, but salads with beans on it, quinoa and oyster mushrooms and bell peppers and chickpeas, and like wholesome, good food, not just like a smoothies all day either. Okay, if you guys have any questions about the intermittent fasting part, let me know. If you guys have done it already and you're like, yo, I couldn't do it because, let me know so I can kind of help you with a tip on that. All right. So moving on to the fitness part of the challenge, one of my favorite parts is the walking. All right. So I was like, okay, we got to hit the 10K steps. We were starting off with a bang. You guys, if you hit this 7 days, you really could lose anywhere between 2 to 5 pounds if you're interested in losing weight. Okay. But with the 10,000 steps, so I wanted to do 10,000 steps, 50,000 steps. It's like I could have did it for 7 days and make it 70,000, but I was like, I'll give you a break, 2 days off, 1 day off, and then 1 day for like, oh, I didn't quite make it. So the point of that is just to make sure that you are moving more, and you're intentional with moving more. Okay, so 10,000 steps in a day, it ain't no joke, especially if you work from home. So you have to have the intention to go outside and walk for an hour, or yeah, about an hour. You can walk for an hour and you can hit 10,000 steps. Okay. You can walk for 30 minutes in the morning. You walk 30 minutes in the afternoon after lunch, or you can walk 30 minutes at night. Okay. But it's like if you got a Apple Watch or a Fitbit or your cell phone, like iPhones have a pedometer. You can start tracking your steps. And when you hit the 10,000 steps, I really want you to be so proud that you did it. Take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram or my email address or something, okay? Because I'm really going to acknowledge that you hit that 10,000 steps. Um, unless you're like a nurse or a teacher, it could be a little bit more challenging to get the 10,000 steps, especially if you're working from home. So our goal is 50,000 steps, 5 days a week, hitting that 10K steps. That's my struggle, but I'm determined. Let's do it. Set your calendar, put it in your phone right now. Okay. Matter of fact, make a decision right now. When am I going to take my walk? When am I going to take my walk? Am I committed to a 6 a.m. walk or am I committed to a 6 p.m. walk? Commit to it now and put it in your phone and make an alarm, because if you don't, then you will, oh, I'll do it later. And it's better to get it done earlier than later, because we know how it is. You get out work and the kids be going around and, you know, food, got to think of what's for dinner and you got to think of all the stuff and the husband and the whatever and the school is calling, makes it even harder. So go ahead and set your alarm now. I'm going to wake up 30 minutes early and I'm going to get to walking, okay? The sun is not up yet, whatever you got to do. Or put the kids in the stroller, find a way to the park. So a lot of times you don't have to make your way. Well, I don't know where people live, but for me, I like going to a designated park to get my steps. But I had to learn, Rasheeta, you could just walk right outside and just start walking. There's no need of getting in your car, starting your car up to go and do your walk. You got to learn how to walk right outside. Hey, Jada, plug my Fitbit now. Yes, girl. Okay. Like I'm just going to start walking right now. I live really close to a mall, like very close to a mall. So you guys have seen me on my Instagram lives. I'll just start walking the mall parking lot. I'm like, this is so peaceful. I don't like walking on the concrete, but it's like I'm getting these steps in, okay? Promise you guys, if you do this for a week, you can really see results. Okay, so that's why we're starting off with a bang. And then you guys been in my programs, you know I love starting off with one of the hardest things first. Okay. So we got our intention, we got our nutrition challenge, we got our fitness challenge. Okay. Any questions about that? Any questions about those? So I've already started recording. You guys, when I started recording for next week's challenge, which I'm going to start today. Which is so ironic because next week is really going to focus on sodium. Okay. So a lot of us might already be in the area of like picking better products for our salt and things like that. But y'all know I went and I was like, let me make a whole video on salts and sodium and what salts are good salts and bad salts. And I got home, y'all, I had no salt. I was like, how did I totally forgot that I didn't have any salt because I'm working on reducing my sodium intake now. And I used to always say, oh, I don't have high blood pressure, so I'm fine. But water retention, okay, water retention, you're getting bloated. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm like, this sucks. And it's because you're adding a lot of salt to food. So have patience. We got 6 weeks. We're going to cover everything. If you guys are cooking your meals now, don't make bland food, y'all. Don't make bland food. Like, I really want you to enjoy your food. We just got to find better ways of spicing up our food. And we'll get there as the challenge goes on. But please don't make food that you do not like the taste of. You got to find a better way to spice it up. Okay. If you're reducing your sodium intake, things like lemon juice, lime juice, lots of fresh herbs. Okay. I'm talking about like thyme, cilantro, basil. Y'all give me some herbs that y'all cook with. Um, I'm a big fan of green onions. I feel like green onions and cilantro, like, boom, brighten up any dish that you got. Um, and someone said yes for the lemon juice. Yeah, like put some lemon on there. You can go ahead and do your mustache. Put some real garlic on top. Um, some peppers, onions. Like you can really flavor up your food without adding too much salt. Um, and here's another trick too. It's like, I like salt. Who doesn't like salt, right? When you are salting your food, salt it at the end. Okay. We have a really good habit of seasoning through every layer, right? Which is great. But you don't have to use salt in every layer. And what I mean by every layer of the food, I mean like if I'm making I'm trying to think of something. Like let's say I'm making, I don't know, let's just say pasta. It's like, okay, I'm salting the water, then I'm salting the tomatoes, and then I'm salting the sauce, and then I'm salting the next step. Instead, make your whole sauce without salt, and then you can add the salt at the end to actually taste the salt. Because sometimes the salt just gets lost, but the sodium is still there. Okay. And later on, we're going to be digging into the foods that we eat that are very high in sodium, like naturally. The foods that we eat that are very high in sodium, that we don't necessarily know, all right, or that we do know, but we got to get better at that. Because honestly, if we all just salted our food with a little bit of, sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, most of us wouldn't have high blood pressure. But it's the processed foods, which we're going to jump into in weeks to come, that's really making us hypertensive. Okay. And then we'll jump into sugar, and then we'll jump into back to salt, and we'll make sure we're getting our sweat. For week 2, we're going to be, a little bit more intentional with our walks and where we walk and how we walk. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited about it. So, yeah, that's really it. That's really it. I'm still learning this YouTube thing. What's this? Okay. And what's this? Manage. I'm able to hit all these buttons while I'm here. Okay. If you guys have any men in your life, uh, husbands, dads, fathers, and I'm having this men's wellness kit that's on sale right now. I'm looking at it. That's going to get shipped out. Tell them to grab the 40% off discount sale. It ends tomorrow at midnight. Can you get some suggestions on uh, plant-based meals to try? Yes. So if you go back to that video, there's a link right in the caption with a whole free program. I mean, it's a workout program. It's a 10-day meal plan in there. Okay. Um, I know what you meant, girl. Um, I think it's a girl. I know what you mean, EJ. There's a whole link. They got a whole 10-day program. It's called Perfect 10. It's like 10 days of workouts and 10 days of meal plans. So that's there as well. Go back to that video and type it and click that link. But let's say for intermittent fasting week, you're breaking your fast at 12. Who said that? Who was like, EJ, you was like a fruit smoothie? Yes, like that's boom, you know, 12 o'clock, break your fast with a juice or a smoothie. You'll be hungry 30 minutes later, you want some food. I would go in with something a little bit more hearty. So like you could do some kind of chickpea pasta with some kind of tomato sauce base um or some mushrooms. You could prep a little something. My meals for this week are going to be I'm gonna cook today. Sunday I do meal prep on Instagram. I'm running it back with my chickpea tuna. I gotta run it back. That was so good. And the bell pepper, y'all, I'm running it back. And I got everything to make it again, right? So I got my chickpeas. They have been soaking overnight. I'm making my chickpeas with my little um, celery, onions, dill, my black salt, and my nori flakes. I'm putting that in the bell pepper, okay? So I'm eating that for lunch, and then for dinner, I wanna make this, I wanna do these cabbage rolls, right? So it's like I'm being extra creative, but you don't have to be extra creative, okay? So I'm making these cabbage rolls stuffed with, I'm not sure yet. Like, I'm thinking, um, I don't know. I'm trying to think what I wanna stuff my cabbage rolls with, 'cause I see a purple cabbage in my future. Maybe I'll stuff them with mushroom, ooh, walnut meat, like a mushroom walnut meat, and, like, something fresh needs to be in there, something bright. It's gonna come to me, okay? But that's what I'm having this week. So I'm gonna have my chickpea tuna for lunch, and I'm gonna have my, cabbage rolls for dinner with the side salad or something on the side, like a salad on the side or something like that. Um, yeah. So you wanna make sure that you're having, like, a bean a day, okay? Like, that's what I'll put in there. Either I'll do lentils or I'll do a walnut meat kinda thing in my cabbage roll, okay? But you wanna make sure you're at least having a bean a day, okay? A lot of us don't eat enough beans. So that's a chickpea a day, a lentil a day, a baga pea a day for lunch, preferably, okay? Um, just something to make sure that you are getting in the fiber that you need, alright? So that kinda helps. Does that help you with, like, a plan? That's what I'm gonna eat this week. Um, Snacks, people usually always wonder about snacks. Y'all, it's summertime. The best snacks are fruits. The best snacks are fruits. I mean, Trader Joe's got all the fruits right now. They got the yellow dragon fruit, they got the plums, they got cherries, there's watermelon, there's um like all the good fruit is out right now. All the good fruit is out. So go ahead and stock up. You want a snack? Get yourself a watermelon. If you find yourself getting hungry after lunch or something like that, get yourself a watermelon, start eating. Okay, you'll get hydrated, you'll get full, you'll thank me. You'll thank me. That's what I do. Like if I get hungry all week, I had brought a watermelon. I was like, "Oh, I'm hungry. Am I really hungry? Or am I just wanting something to snack on because I'm bored?" You guys will make that distinguishing uh discernment there. Like if you are really hungry or you just eating because you're bored. Okay. But if you're in that 12 to 8 and you feel like you are hungry or you are bored, grab the fruit. Grab fruit. Okay. Snack on fruit. Don't snack on nuts, y'all. Don't snack on nuts. Okay. Nuts are very high in calorie. Go ahead, EJ. Nuts are very high in calorie and you'll overdo those. Guaranteed. I do every time. Okay. I will overeat some nuts. Don't keep them nearby. Put them away. In the nut butter and all that other stuff. Okay. All right, guys. So next week's video will be posted on Wednesday. I want to give you guys enough time to be able just to see what's coming in next. Okay. Or should I do Thursday? Wednesday or Thursday? You guys take a vote. You guys that are here. Should I post it on Wednesday or Thursday? Because if Wednesday is too early, I don't want to make anybody anxious. Thursday. Maybe Thursday. What you guys think? Should I post on Wednesday or Thursday? What days? Hmm. I don't know. We'll decide. Sybil says Thursday. Okay. So let's post on Thursday. Because I don't like I know Wednesday you're like just kind of getting into okay, Thursday, yeah. You're just getting in the routine of the previous week. So I don't want to like make you get like, oh, you know. So okay, I'll post it on okay, thank y'all. Thursday. So the next videos will be posted from now on Thursdays for the next week's challenge because it just gives you just enough time to be able to think about it, watch it a couple times, see what you got to do, come up with your plan so that you can, excel at this challenge. Okay. And at any point in time, you guys are like, I need the real thing. Just let me know. I get you into the group. But this is gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited. So if this works out great, we'll do another one around. We start trainers and nutritionists. We start getting really busy around November. So that's our busy time. All y'all be like, "Ooh, Thanksgiving! I know I overate." Then it's like New Year, new me coming in. So we'll see. But all right, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. This will be saved, so you can always go and look at it. But bye, guys. Thanks so much.